I always thought they called it a crescent wrench because of the crescent shape of the head. Turns out Crescent is a brand name, the same way Kleenex is a brand name. The Crescent Tool Company made so many of these that the brand just became the category. Nobody calls it an adjustable wrench anymore. Nobody calls it a spanner. They call it a crescent wrench, and nobody thinks twice about where that name came from. I had no idea until I did the research for this sketch. Johan Petter Johansson, a Swedish farm boy born in 1853, invented the adjustable wrench and held 110 patents over his lifetime. He also invented the pipe wrench, a lubrication nipple for moving parts inside tools, and sugar tongs, of all things. His parents emigrated to the United States in 1883, and he was supposed to go with them, but he had a job offer and he stayed back. Because he stayed, he ended up inventing the adjustable spanner. The Baco Tool Company picked it up and distributed it worldwide. Before that wrench existed, plumbers hauled a whole trolley of fixed-size tools to every job, one wrench for every pipe size. Johansson put one tool in their hand that handled all of them. Karl Peterson, a Swedish immigrant in the United States, heard about the adjustable wrench and owned the Crescent Tool Company in Jamestown, New York. He saw some impracticalities in the design and added a tension spring to hold the adjusting screw in place. He patented the tension spring, and that patent effectively became the Crescent wrench because his wrench was Johansson's wrench with that one addition. Johansson never patented the design in the United States, and in the 1880s, pursuing a legal battle across the Atlantic meant years of letters going back and forth, so it just was not worth it. They never really fought over it. Charles Lindbergh flew the Atlantic and bragged that the only tools he brought were a pair of pliers and a crescent wrench. He said he did not need anything else. And a 10-inch crescent wrench flew to the moon on the Apollo 11 mission. That is the range of this tool. It went from replacing a plumber's trolley to going to space. The adjustable wrench market was valued at $1.3 billion, and in the next few years, it is expected to hit $2 billion annually. Apex Tool Group owns the Crescent brand now and makes them in the United States and in China and India. Stanley Black & Decker makes them. A lot of companies make them. It is a lot like mattresses or shock absorbers. You think you are buying one brand, but there are really only a handful of manufacturers behind all of it. I have never once bought anything that said Apex Tool Company on it, and I have never bought anything that said Crescent, but there it is. As for using them, they are great for light torque jobs, the kind where you just need to grip something and turn it. The minute you need real pressure, they slip, they adjust themselves mid-turn, and you end up rounding off a corner. I always kept my thumb on the screw to hold it from turning while I worked. But if I had any serious torque to put on something, I went back to a box wrench every time.